A new version of Inkscape was just released last month with many interesting changes, new powerful tools, so I think it's a perfect moment to once more compare Inkscape to Adobe Illustrator, as many people nowadays are switching, escaping this Adobe subscription, searching for alternatives. So let's take a look. Inkscape versus Adobe Illustrator in 2023. First thing I need to talk about is a 3D option in Adobe Illustrator. It was a gimmick a few years ago, but nowadays people actually can use this. It's better and better, more powerful with every iteration, and now you can make some interesting 3D icons, plastic looking portraits and stuff like that. So this 3D feature is actually usable now, and it's missing in Inkscape. There's some external plugins and stuff like that, but nothing even near to this official Adobe Illustrator feature. So that's, if this is something that you've been using like daily, you love it, you need to stick with your Adobe Illustrator. There's nothing like that in Inkscape 1.3 right now. How about vector trace, you may ask? I'm happy to report that vector trace in both programs, Adobe Illustrator and Inkscape, really solid with good results, several different modes, and now even improved. Now they add a progress bar in Inkscape, and we can cancel the tracing process in any moment. If you kind of overdo it, you try to trace something huge, your computer going to explode, you can cancel that. So it's really solid on both platforms. So that's a tie here, no clear winner, so that's a good for both. And same with a shape builder tool. In the past, that was a clear win for Adobe Illustrator. We got a very nice geometric operation in Inkscape, but no shape builder. Now they add the actual shape builder, so we can actually build shape out of different lines, not only closed shapes, but any line will, any intersection will be marked in the shape builder tool, and it's exactly same process like in Adobe Illustrator. So it's very powerful shape builder tool, recently added in version 1.3 to Inkscape. So again, that's good for both. How about the price? And here we got a clear winner. You cannot be cheaper than free, right? So for Adobe Illustrator, you need to pay $250 per year, and then next year you must do it again and again and again. For Inkscape, that's zero. You can of course make some donation to help out some Inkscape developers to develop this open source software, but that's actually 0, 0, 0, 0. That's perfect, and here a clear winner is Inkscape. It's way cheaper to use Inkscape. And also the open source aspect. Alright, I talked about the price already, that's not what I mean. I mean, one program is developed by greedy corporation called Adobe, and for ethical reasons you may want to support this a smaller project, the Inkscape, that is open source. Everybody can check the code behind it, and Inkscape have zero history of buying out and killing other companies, not like Adobe. Maybe in the past you used a Macromedia Freehand, that was your favorite software, and Adobe bought it and killed it because they, instead of just put resources into improving their own software, they bought out the other companies and killed them. That's kind of grim history of Adobe. So if for this one reason you want to support like open source software, you just want to give money to Adobe to keep doing that, that's also a good reason to support Inkscape. How about a prepare for print? Alright, we got a huge improvement in Inkscape, but it's not good enough. Now we can create bleeds, we can create multiple pages in Inkscape already since version 1.2, but a proper print setup, that's something that's still not available. There are some workarounds that involve third-party programs, but that's not what we need. We need a proper print settings in Inkscape, and that's not there. So if you are designing for print a lot, I will stick with Adobe Illustrator if I were you, so you can be sure that all colors that you export are exactly the same as in your design. So that's the win for Illustrator. How about AI tools? It's kind of a big topic this year. We got some tools, AI art. I'm not talking about this shady AI art thing that AI generate the whole so-called art for you. But we got AI copilots, and that will be a theme for next few years, I believe. So there's like copilot in some tools. Some tools are enhanced by AI so they can do a better job. So as you know, Adobe got this thing called Firefly, and it's really advanced. It's still in beta, but it seems like it's really advanced stuff they've been working on this for years. And there's now a trace of AI enhanced tools in Inkscape. So if AI enhanced tools are important for you, that's a clear choice. You need to go with Adobe Illustrator. But if you are on Linux, that's also only option for you. You need to go with Inkscape. That's the best vector software for Linux users. How about learning materials? While you are trying to figure out new software, you try to improve your skills, it's important to be able to find learning materials, books, online videos like this one. So tutorials. Now we got a tie here. You can easily find tutorials and premium classes for both Inkscape and Adobe Illustrator. In the past, it was way better for Illustrator because everybody been using that a few years back. But now it's way better for Inkscape. We got multiple tutorials and how-to videos. So now a clear winner here. Next one, that's a clear win for Adobe Illustrator. We got proper iPad app. It was not very good when they released this app, but they keep improving that year by year, month by month, you could say, many updates. And now it's almost as good as the desktop version of the app. So it's really solid iPad app. So if you are an iPad user, you're designing on your iPad, you need to stick with your Adobe Illustrator, I'm afraid. And this is a bit controversial. What is the industry standard nowadays? Because in the past, some companies demand you to use like Adobe Illustrator. They want AI files, they want source files from you. And I think that's shifting, that's changing. It's way better than 5 years ago. SVGs are more acceptable. Nobody will kind of ask you that you're using Inkscape or Illustrator for your projects, or if they do, they will not like care about it that much. So this was a big win for Adobe Illustrator, just because it was an industry standard, and now I think it's not that clear. So I keep it as good for both. We got SVG, what is now a web standard for vector graphics. It's really powerful as well. So not a clear winner here. How about a family of apps that we can use? There is a Creative Suite, as you know, the Creative Cloud, when you can have Photoshop, InDesign, Adobe Illustrator, and all of these other additional programs you need. And you can get it as a package. You can move a design from one program, so you can prepare a character in vector software, and then you can move it to animate it in different program. And that's definitely a win for Adobe. There's no suite for Inkscape, but it's an open source software, so you can also supplement some missing features with other programs that are also open source. People tend to use GIMP or GIMP with Inkscape to have this like Photoshop alternative, but that's a clear win for Adobe Illustrator. So let's take a look once more. We got suite of apps, that's win for Illustrator. Industry standard, that's not so clear nowadays. iPad, if you are iPad users, stick with your Illustrator. Tutorials available for both. If you're on Linux, Inkscape is a winner here. If you're looking for AI enhanced tools, go for Illustrator. If you're designing for print a lot, I think Illustrator will be a better choice for you. If you want to support open source programs, Inkscape is program to get. If the price is very important for you, maybe you are not a professional user, maybe you're using this as a hobbyist or semi-professional, you don't want to pay $250 per year every year again and again as subscription, go for Inkscape. You cannot go wrong with that. That's free software. You can download this even today and check it out. If you are designing logos, icons, you need a shape builder tool. I'm happy to announce that both Inkscape and Illustrator are very similar in that we got a proper shape builder in Inkscape now, so that's great. If you are tracing, you start your project as a drawing or sketch, and then you trace it to the vector. you can do it in Inkscape, you can do it in Illustrator, no difference. If you've been using this 3D feature to create some interesting 3D shapes, icons and stuff like that, you cannot find it in this form in Inkscape right now. So here it is. As you can see, I cannot cover everything. This video will be 3 hours long if we go in very detail, but the bottom line is Inkscape is a very powerful alternative to Adobe Illustrator, and actually you don't need to watch this video. You can install Inkscape and check it out for yourself because it's free. It's not like you paying for it. So give it a go, check it out, and tell me what you think about it. I know you guys got your own workflows and reasons to pick Inkscape or pick Illustrator, so feel free to comment down below. Just be open-minded, alright? I know it's a bit biased, I cannot cover everything here, but I just try to give more information so you guys can make your own purchasing decisions, alright? Thank you for today, and I hope I will see you in another video. Bye!